Martell Holt. What began as whispers and side-eyes has turned into a full-blown social media war. A clash of egos, secrets, and unresolved resentment that has everyone talking. But this isn't just another reality TV feud. It's a story of betrayal, public humiliation, and the painful struggle to rebuild a life under constant scrutiny. To understand this current storm, we have to go back to where it all started. Martell Holt's affair with Arionne Curry. The fallout destroyed his marriage to Melody. Holt and sent shockwaves through the love and marriage, Huntsville community. Friendships shattered, alliances broke apart, and everyone was forced to choose a side. Caught in the middle was LaTisha Scott, known for her calm demeanor, sharp business mind, and devotion to her husband. Martell Scott, though she wasn't directly involved in the affair, she couldn't escape its ripple effects. While Melody mourned her broken marriage and Arionne fought to defend her name, LaTisha chose silence. She focused on her family and business, staying out of the chaos. But silence has a way of being misinterpreted. And many took hers as weakness or even hypocrisy. Then came Arionne's retaliation. Feeling unfairly villainized, she went live on social media, calling out certain women, including LaTisha by implication for being fake and judgmental. "Some of y'all wives need to stop acting so innocent," she said. "If I really started talking, marriages would fall apart." The internet went wild, and fans immediately speculated that her words were aimed at LaTisha. After years of silence, LaTisha finally responded with subtle shade, posting, "Some people love to speak on a marriage they could never maintain. Heal and move on." The message was short, sharp, and classy, and fans praised her for standing her ground. But her words hinted that she might know more than she was saying. Meanwhile, Martell's silence during this latest drama raised eyebrows. Is he avoiding more chaos or hiding something? In a small town like Huntsville, secrets don't stay buried for long. Could Martell be protecting Arionne or himself? After all, he and Martell Scott are close friends and business partners. Some wonder if Martell knows something deeper about the Scotts' marriage, something he's kept hidden all this time. Martell added fuel to the speculation when, in an interview, he calmly said, "My responsibility is to my wife and kids, not to strangers on the internet." It was a simple line but loaded with meaning. Was he defending LaTisha or just deflecting? Publicly, the Scotts appear strong, smiling, holding hands, showing unity at events, but behind closed doors, no one really knows what's happening. Their marriage has faced rumors of infidelity and tension before, and now it's under the spotlight again. Meanwhile, Arionne's silence after LaTisha's post is just as loud as Martell's. She's unpredictable, outspoken, and never afraid to stir things up. Is she quietly preparing her next move, gathering receipts, or realizing that this cycle of drama is wearing her down? The truth is, everyone in this story has played a part in the chaos. LaTisha's silence allowed gossip to spread. Martell's distance invites doubt. And Martell, the man at the center of it all, still refuses to take accountability. So the question remains, what happens next? Will Arionne speak again and drop more bombshells? Will LaTisha reveal what she's really been holding back? Will Martell defend his wife or continue to stay composed in public? And will Martell ever face his past? One thing is certain. The storm in Huntsville is far from over. When it finally breaks, no one will be safe from the fallout. The polished smiles, the picture-perfect marriages, and the public displays of unity, all of it could crumble, exposing the raw, complicated truth beneath. Because in Huntsville, no matter how hard they try to hide it, the truth always finds a way out. And just when fans thought the dust might finally settle, new whispers began to swirl, whispers that could reignite every buried tension in Huntsville. Screenshots, secret messages, and quiet conversations behind closed doors are starting to surface, painting a picture far more complicated than anyone imagined. Sources close to the cast hint that what's happening now is just the tip of the iceberg, and the real story runs much deeper, behind the perfectly curated Instagram posts and calm interviews. Emotions are running high. Arionne, who many have labeled the eternal villain, seems to be stepping back at least on the surface. But those who've followed her long enough know that silence isn't her endgame. It's her reset. She's watching, waiting, and likely planning her next move. And if her past behavior is any indication, it's only a matter of time before she re-enters the spotlight with new revelations. Meanwhile, LaTisha is still standing firm, projecting strength and composure. She's focusing on her business, her family, and protecting her peace. But even her supporters can sense the tension building. Every word she posts online is dissected, every public appearance analyzed for hidden meaning. Has she truly moved on from the drama? Or is she just waiting for the right moment to speak her truth? Then there's Marcel. Calm, collected, and strategic, he's always played the long game. But whispers of his name in Arionne's recent comments have fans speculating that he may not be as uninvolved as he appears. Could Arionne be holding information that links back to him? Or is this all part of her attempt to stir up chaos and distract from her own actions? And Martell's silence is deafening. Every time drama erupts, he retreats, leaving fans wondering whether he's protecting others or simply himself. But those closest to the situation suggest that Martell's quiet might not be a sign of guilt, might be fear. Fear of what could be exposed if the wrong person starts talking. Fear of what he's helped cover up. And what that could mean for everyone involved. What's clear is that the fragile peace in Huntsville is hanging by a thread. The alliances are shifting, loyalties are being tested. And every cast member knows that one wrong move could shatter their image completely. Arionne's next move could expose more than just old wounds, could unravel relationships, friendships, and reputations that took years to build. The fans, of course, are eating it all up. Theories flood comment sections, YouTube channels dissect every new post, and social media timelines are filled with debates about who's telling the truth and who's just trying to survive the narrative. But one question lingers louder than all the rest. Asterisk, asterisk, who's really protecting who? Asterisk, asterisk, because behind every public statement and every carefully crafted image, there's a secret someone's desperate to keep buried. And when the truth finally comes out tanned, Huntsville might never be the same again. The storm hasn't passed. It's only gathering strength. And when it finally hits, every mask will fall, every truth will surface, and every lie will burn in the light of day. And just when it seems like things couldn't get any messier, the plot thickens. Late night lives, cryptic captions, and sudden unfollows have fans convinced that something big is brewing behind the scenes. The energy online feels different this time, more intense, more personal. It's as if everyone involved knows that the next move could change everything. The calm before the storm has never felt this electric. Rumors are swirling that new alliances are forming, and old ones are quietly crumbling. People once loyal to each other are now keeping their distance, choosing silence over solidarity. The cast members' social media feeds, once full of unity and motivation, now seem carefully curated to hide tension. Fans notice it all every glance, every missing tag, every post that feels just a little too polished. The walls around Huntsville's so-called power couples are starting to crack, and the truth is beginning to leak through. Arionne, who has mastered the art of chaos and comeback, might be preparing her biggest revelation yet. Word on the street is that she's been keeping receipt screenshots, messages, and voice notes that could flip the narrative completely. If that's true, her next move won't just shake the table, it could flip it. And if she decides to go public, there's no telling whose reputation might not survive the fallout. LaTisha, on the other hand, is walking a tightrope. She's determined to hold her head high, but the pressure is relentless. Every eye is on her, waiting for her to slip, to react, to confirm what everyone's been whispering about. She's trying to protect her image, her family, and her sanity all at once. But even the strongest woman can only carry so much before she reaches her breaking point. Marcel, ever the strategist, seems unbothered on the surface, but behind closed doors, insiders say he's far from calm. He knows that if Arionne decides to name names or drop proof, everything he's worked to build could be at risk. His reputation, his business partnerships, even his marriage, all of it could come crashing down. Yet, he remains silent, choosing control over confrontation. Even as the walls close in. And then there's Martell.